What's up guys, welcome back to Fancy Goldfish Fanatics. As you can see right above me, today we are at Star Fisheries doing our walk around tour, so make sure you stay tuned to find out more. Hey Fanatics family, welcome back. So as I said, today we are the one and only Star Fisheries doing a walk around tour. Hopefully a couple of weeks ago you saw the open day event video and had a look at all the lovely fancy goldfish we had there. Today's aim, we're just going to walk around the site. We're going to do a bit more in depth about the filtration and how Star Fisheries run. So let's get into the video. So I hope you join me as I venture inside. So as you can see and as you can hear, there is lots and lots of water movement going on. So first you will be greeted with various vats of koi and single-tailed goldfish. So you can see they've just got some overhead filters. These are pretty similar to the Cockney koi filters, I believe. So they've just got a layer of matting and then loads of alpha grog. Alpha grog is a great porous filter media, lots of surface area, and best of all, it is great cheap price. So first up, we've got some koi, just in here, some small 3 to 4 inch fish, lovely selection. And as I said in the previous video, the prices vary completely. So you've got all the way from your low end to your high end fish. And especially the high-end fancy goldfish, which is really what I'm here for. So next up, we've got this large pond. You can see behind me a range of different koi in here. These are more, I'd say, 10 to 12 inches in size. Lovely selection. Star Fisheries actually holds over 200,000 fish at once in the peak of the season. Lots of fish have actually left to go to garden centres and different retail sites all over the UK. They actually supply, I believe, over 450 shops. Also, next up, you can see right next to me here is the quarantine area, staff only, but today we're going to be venturing inside. So as with all quarantine facilities and all DEFRA regulated facilities, we need to enter through the footbath. So I've done that. You can see we've got in quarantine lots of different goldfish, some celestial eyes, some oranda, and you can see that each individual system is separated. They've got separate water, so if there's any water quality issues, parasite problems, bacterial issues, they can all be separated. And also you will see a few more videos to come in the future about my quarantine on my new fish and how I quarantine those. And quarantine is a very, very important part of fancy goldfish, and I always advocate to quarantine your fish. So next up, we're going to venture into the main facility. Just before we enter into the main facility, I've just seen they actually use the PDV vacuum grade salt, as you can see right here. If you haven't watched my salt video, then make sure you watch that, and I go over all the information you will need on salt. I think it was about 2 months ago now, but it's a little bit of a boring video because it is quite long. But now we've ventured up the steps and we're actually into the main room of Star Fisheries. Huge number of fish, lots of ponds, and lots of different systems. So first up, you will be greeted with fancy goldfish. These are all single tail varieties, some comets, some shabunkins, more shabunkins, some orange fancy goldfish. I believe these are canary goldfish. Someone feel free to correct me. And then also we've got some Sarasa comets here, some more Sarasas, more standard comets, and then just a few ghost koi right in the corner here. So now as I pan round, we've got some larger koi just here. Hopefully this walk around video isn't making you as dizzy as I am. So we've got some 6 to 8 inch koi just here, some different colours, some platinums, some, what have we got? Some showers, some soragoi or chiba, lots of different koi. I was really into my koi at one stage, but as you know, here now I'm into the fancy goldfish. We've also got some more koi, some smaller goldfish, and some metallics here. These are ghost koi, maybe some Macashiogons, something similar to that. And then you can see right next to me, this is actually the filter for some of these ponds. There is over 25 tons of alpha grog in these filters. And the audio probably is really, really bad right now, but you can just see how big this place really is. 3 main ponds with lots of different holding nets to separate the fish from their prices and also their quality. You probably can't even see that there's any fish, but there's actually some black crucian carp in there. Hopefully if I get really close, you'll be able to see those. And then we've even got some chub in the pond next to them. And then even some gudgeon. And then finally we've got some tench right in the end pond. And then look at these ghost koi, all coming over because they think I'm gonna feed them, but unfortunately I haven't got any food on me. And then I believe these are golden orth. Different sizes, we've got some smaller ones and some larger ones. This video isn't going to be too focused on the fish, more on the setup and the filtration. If you want to have a closer look at the fish, then as I said, check out the video from a few weeks ago that we did on the open day event. Then as I walk around to the next, what would you call it, aisle, runway, we've got the bagging up section. So you can see we've got a pure oxygen line so we can fill the bags up. Lots of different ranges of bags, and then we've got lots of rubber bands, which I'm sure Andy's fingers are going to be killing by the end of the open day with all of those bands to do. We've also got some more comets, different sizes. These fish are more in bulk for the garden centres and the larger fish available. Sorry for the audio, just check out this pump right next to me. And then right here we've got some larger comets. Maybe some fantails, not too sure. They are my specialist subject. And then as I walk along away from that noisy pump, we've got some sarasas, 2 to 3 inch, 3 to 4 inch, 4 to 5 inch, and then we've also got some yellow. I believe you can also call these canary goldfish. So that's it really for the downstairs part. This is one of the first vlog style videos I've done, so I hope the video quality is good and also the audio is good. So now we're going to head upstairs and have a quick look over the fancy goldfish section. So as you can see behind me, we've covered all of the downstairs area. So now we're going to head upstairs, up the steps whilst I'm holding the camera, and we're going to take a look at their fancy goldfish section. So there are lots and lots of different fish up here. Very different pricing. There is price points for every budget, every wallet. So as you can see right behind me, we've got the main tank here, and then we've got loads and loads of tanks all around the room. First up, we're going to head into the staff area and have a look at the different ponds that they've got right here. Here we can see they've got a huge range of different ponds, all of these Cockney koi style filter boxes with filter foams and alpha grog in them, and there are a range of different fish in these ponds, mostly smaller goldfish, and this is also where the majority of the goldfish are kept, as they don't like to keep them in the glass tanks. This is only really for showing in the open days, just so the general public can see them. As I said, we've just got a range of goldfish in these tanks. Most of the higher quality fish and more expensive fish are in the other room, but there is plenty of different goldfish for all budgets. Just check out these cute little calico ranchus down here. Lovely little size, around 1 to 2 inches in length. And then we've got some red and whites and some telescope eyes in the pond next to them. You can also see behind me they've got different nets for the different ponds, and they've got the big nets on the ponds here, you can see. So quarantine is a really important aspect for Star Fisheries, and they need to make sure that their fish are in tip-top condition for you guys at home. So we are now in the second aisle. We've got some larger Aranda I can see in these ponds, and these are Laguna tubs. They're actually very hard to get, these ponds. I believe they're 6 foot by 3 foot, and they hold around 260 gallons. So I believe that's about 1,200 litres, something like that, just off the top of my head. And there isn't actually many fish in this section because they've all been moved over for the open day into the tanks inside. So now we're going to go and take a look at those. So here we've got a range of different sizes, different colours and different varieties. I'm just going to head around the room quickly because you should have all seen, or hopefully you should have all seen, the video that I did a few weeks ago where I did a more in-depth look at all the fish that were on offer for the open day. You can see lots of different fish around here. Just check out these little calico ranchos. £15, lovely body shape, lovely colours. I think these will sell like hotcakes. Also, we've got some £15 bubble eyes, some £20 bubble eyes, and also some £25 black ranchu. So there are price points for all hobbyists. They range all the way up from, as I say, £10, £15, all the way up to a few hundred, maybe even more if you want those really special fish. Next up, we've got one of the fish rooms. Hopefully you can hear that change in audio. So you can just see there's a large selection of fish, lots and lots of availability, which you won't find in any other shops across the UK and possibly even Europe. So we're just going to head around the top floor now into the back corner. Here we have the final room. Just check out these calico ranchu. They are not quite the same as the £15 ones, but you never know, one of those small, cheaper calicos might turn into a lovely, beautiful fish, just like one of these. These are, I would say, some of my favourite fish that I've seen here. And you can see Mirandas, ranchu, they've got telescope eyes down the bottom, butterfly telescopes. They have a large selection of fish that you won't normally see. So if you can't actually make it down to Star Fisheries, then you can contact them. Their link will be in the description. You can check out their website and you can actually mail order your fish that will arrive right to your front door. That's it for the tour. I'm going to have a little look around myself now. You can see the selection is absolutely huge here. Just check out the backdrop right behind me. What we've got, 50, 75 tanks behind me, packed, jam-packed, full of fish. So I'm going to wrap the video up here. Thank you all for watching. Remember to keep those water changes up and happy fish keeping.